Okay, so now you're getting ready to do an inspection. You might be under contract and you might be doing a pre-inspection. So we're gonna go through the why, what, and the who of a home inspection. So why are you doing the home inspection? You're making sure you're doing your due diligence phase to see what defects are in the property. If it's in a hot market, you're probably doing that inspection and figuring out, do you write an offer or not? And if you're doing that in a slower market, you're doing that inspection after you get to mutual, and then you're negotiating with the seller to fix that. But in a hot market, you're probably walking away from those items. There are three types of inspections that you might be doing. You might be scheduling an inspection and going and doing that with us. We'll be there with you. You might be reading a seller-provided pre-inspection, or you might be doing a pre-inspection before you actually write an offer. So those are kind of the three types of ways that we see in the market right now of what you're doing on the inspection side. And then who's doing it? If you actually are reading the seller-provided pre-inspection, we can walk that through with you. If we're actually going on site and doing a pre-inspection or an inspection after we get to mutual, we're gonna be there, the inspector's gonna be there, and they're going to go through and both verbally and written give you a report of that inspection. They also might call out additional inspections, and so that's the time that they might ask you to see a roof inspector or any sort of additional inspection, such as a geotech or a structural engineer. So they will manage that for the additional inspections. During that process, you're also welcome to check for permits, ask us about any other inspections they might do. And then the inspector or an additional company might be doing a sewer line inspection. So the sewer line inspection is actually going down underneath the house. You own the line between the house and the main, and they're inspecting that. That's a very expensive fix, and so that's what we're going to be inspecting. So the big ticket items on a lot of houses, we're gonna go through that, and if you're doing a pre-inspection, you might not write an offer because of that, or you might at least know. And then when we actually get that report, if you're writing that inspection report after you get to mutual and you're in a little slower market, you might actually negotiate those big items with the seller to get those fixed. So in an inspection, what you're doing is you're looking at the property, seeing what defects are in that, and potentially either walking away from that, in other words, writing an offer and knowing that you're not getting those fixed, or you're negotiating with the seller to get those fixed. So get ready to go do a home inspection and ask us any questions, and we'll be there with you along the way.